Join me as I take on the challenge of getting motivated right now. No excuses, just pure action. Motivation, it's that spark that sets our goals ablaze, that drive that pushes us to achieve greatness, and that fire that fuels our passion. Without it, we're left feeling stuck, stagnant, and unfulfilled. But with it, we can conquer the world. So, what makes motivation so crucial for success? Think about it, motivation is what gets us out of bed in the morning, eager to tackle the day ahead. It's what drives us to push through obstacles, to persevere, and to keep going even when the going gets tough. Without motivation, we'd never take risks, we'd never innovate, and we'd never achieve our full potential. But here's the thing, motivation isn't always easy to come by. We've all been there, feeling uninspired, unmotivated, and just plain stuck. And that's exactly what we're going to tackle in this video, how to overcome those barriers and unlock our full motivational potential. So, if you're ready to kickstart your motivation, to achieve your goals, and to live the life you've always dreamed of, click like, subscribe, take the bell for new notifications, and then let's dive in. Fear of failure, it's one of the most common barriers to motivation. We're so afraid of not being good enough, of making mistakes, and of looking foolish that we often don't even try. But what if I told you that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone to it? What if I told you that every successful person has experienced failure, but it's how they responded to it that made all the difference? Lack of direction, we've all been there, feeling aimless, unclear, and uncertain about our goals and aspirations. But without a clear direction, we're like ships without a rudder, drifting aimlessly through life. And that's exactly where motivation comes in. It gives us a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, and a sense of drive. Perfectionism, it's another common barrier to motivation. We're so afraid of not being perfect, of making mistakes, and of not meeting expectations that we often don't even start. But what if I told you that perfection is a myth, an unattainable goal that only leads to disappointment and disillusionment? What if I told you that it's our imperfections that make us human, that make us unique, and that make us beautiful? Complacency, we've all been there, feeling comfortable, feeling content, and feeling like we've arrived. But comfort zones are like a warm bed on a cold winter morning, they're cozy, they're inviting, but they're also suffocating. And that's exactly where motivation comes in. It shakes us out of our complacency, it challenges us to grow, and it pushes us to be better. Negative self-talk, it's one of the most insidious barriers to motivation. We're so quick to criticize ourselves, to put ourselves down, and to doubt our abilities that we often forget our strengths, our talents, and our capabilities. But what if I told you that our words have power, that our thoughts shape our reality, and that our self-talk determines our success? Competing priorities, we've all been there, feeling overwhelmed, feeling overcommitted, and feeling like we're being pulled in a million different directions. But what if I told you that motivation is about focus, about prioritizing what's truly important, and about eliminating what's holding us back? Comparison, it's another common barrier to motivation. We're so quick to compare ourselves to others, to measure our success against theirs, and to feel like we're not good enough. But what if I told you that comparison is the thief of joy, that it's a recipe for disaster, and that it's a surefire way to kill our motivation? Limiting beliefs, we've all been there, believing that we're not good enough, that we're not smart enough, and that we're not talented enough. But what if I told you that our beliefs shape our reality, that our thoughts create our world, and that our limitations are only in our minds? Procrastination, it's one of the most common barriers to motivation. We're so quick to put things off, to delay, and to procrastinate that we often don't even start. But what if I told you that procrastination is a cop-out, that it's an excuse, and that it's a surefire way to fail? So, how do we overcome these barriers to motivation? How do we stay motivated, focused, and driven? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore next. When it comes to motivation, one of the most effective strategies is goal setting. But not just any goal setting, I'm talking about setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals that inspire and motivate us to take action. Another powerful strategy is visualization. By vividly imagining ourselves achieving our goals, we can tap into our motivation, our drive, and our passion. We can see ourselves succeeding, we can feel ourselves succeeding, and we can believe in ourselves. Accountability is another crucial strategy for motivation. By surrounding ourselves with people who support, encourage, and motivate us, we can stay on track, stay focused, and stay driven. Breaking tasks down into smaller, manageable chunks is another effective strategy for motivation. By making our goals feel less overwhelming, less daunting, and less intimidating, we can build momentum, confidence, and motivation. Creating a schedule and sticking to it is another powerful strategy for motivation. By prioritizing our time, our energy, and our resources, we can stay focused, stay driven, and stay motivated. Rewarding ourselves for our achievements is another great strategy for motivation. By acknowledging our progress, our successes, and our achievements, we can build momentum, confidence, and motivation. Tracking our progress is another crucial strategy for motivation. By monitoring our progress, our setbacks, and our successes, we can stay focused, stay driven, and stay motivated. Changing our environment is another effective strategy for motivation. By surrounding ourselves with people, places, and things that inspire, motivate, and drive us, we can overcome our limitations, our fears, and our doubts. Finding our why is another powerful strategy for motivation. By connecting with our purpose, our passion, and our drive, we can overcome any obstacle, any challenge, and any barrier. Getting support is another crucial strategy for motivation. By surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us, who support us, and who encourage us, we can stay motivated, focused, and driven. Having a morning routine is another effective strategy for motivation. By starting our day with purpose, with passion, and with drive, we can set ourselves up for success, for achievement, and for motivation. So, how do these strategies sound? Are you ready to put them into practice, to overcome your barriers to motivation, and to achieve your goals? I want to share a personal story that has had a profound impact on my motivation. It's a story about overcoming fear, about taking risks, and about believing in myself. It's a story about how I went from being stuck, stagnant, and unmotivated to achieving my wildest dreams. Before I share this story, I want to ask you, have you ever felt stuck, stagnant, and unmotivated? Have you ever felt like you're not living up to your potential, like you're not achieving your goals, and like you're not fulfilling your dreams? Well, I have, and it's a terrible feeling. It's a feeling of hopelessness, of helplessness, and of despair. But here's the thing, it's not a feeling that's unique to me, or to you, or to anyone else. It's a universal feeling that we've all experienced at some point or another. So, how did I overcome this feeling? How did I break free from my limitations, my fears, and my doubts? Well, that's exactly what I want to share with you. It all started with a challenge to take action, to take risks, and to believe in myself. It was a challenge that forced me to confront my fears, to overcome my limitations, and to push past my doubts. It was a challenge that changed my life, that transformed my mindset, and that unleashed my motivation. So, what's the takeaway from this story? What's the lesson that we can learn from it? For me, it's the power of taking action, the power of believing in ourselves, and the power of overcoming our fears. It's the power of motivation, of drive, and of determination. So, let's recap the main strategies we've discussed for boosting our motivation. We've talked about goal setting, visualization, accountability, and breaking tasks down into smaller chunks. We've talked about creating a schedule, rewarding ourselves, tracking our progress, and changing our environment. We've talked about finding our why, getting support, and having a morning routine. These strategies are powerful, they're effective, and they're proven to work. But here's the thing, they only work if we put them into practice, if we take action, and if we believe in ourselves. So, I want to leave you with a challenge to take action, to take risks, and to believe in yourself. I want to challenge you to overcome your barriers to motivation, to overcome your fears, and to overcome your doubts. I want to challenge you to unleash your motivation, your drive, and your determination. Share with me in the comments below, what's your favorite motivation tip? What's worked for you in the past? What strategies are you? If this video helped you or like you, click like, subscribe and click in this video for more information. See you in the next video.